All right. So now, Hawks talk. We'll round it out with Hawks talk. We are 5-1 in the last 6 games. Went 3-1 in the homestand. I think we're 6-2 in the last 8 games. We
Six
lost
and
to
four. Oh, 6-4 in the last 10. We're on a 4-game winning streak. Somehow our differential is still negative 1 point, but we're playing
yeah,
really good basketball. 10 and
yep.
7 at home, 8-8 on the road,
So we
which
got
is which is all you asked for.
we're playing pretty well, and we're doing this despite being injured. We can't shake the injury bug. We lost Kobe Buffkin. I don't think Bogey has played since the San Antonio game. Um,
Leg contusion.
then we've had in and out Nyeko Kongwu now. As a result, we also have Dyson Daniels has been out
With
a
an
few
illness,
games.
and then Larry Nance Jr. just broke his shooting hand,
Larry
and they
Nance
say
Jr., who is
that
having a career year shooting the three ball for us, who was
yeah.
in line for more minutes, fractured his fourth metacarpal
Well,
bone in his right hand, his shooting
I
hand.
don't think he was gonna get any more minutes because Okungwu was back, and he's basically our third center. So, and it's tough to he can't really play on the floor with Capella. He can play on the floor a little bit with Okungwu, but I mean, being that Okungwu came back, everything is cool. If Clint or Okungwu gets hurt, then we're in a world of hurt. We're gonna have to go to like Plowden, um, or the other dude. I can't remember his name in the G League right now. Right now, we're kind of piecemealing it together. We do have Gary Bird, who's been taking over in the absence of Bogey while his leg heals up. I've told you
Garrison
this.
Matthews.
Yeah, I've told you that for the last few years. We still have to figure out something with this point guard situation. I was listening to Locked On Hawks earlier today, and they say that now we could move Zeller and sign somebody for the rest of the season. And since the games are prorated, we would stay under the tax. We could waive him. We could waive Zeller, sign somebody for the minimum, and stay under the tax, which that's where they want to stay.
I don't know. Who do you sign for the minimum at point guard?
Markel Fultz, Lonnie Walker. I've
Not at
said
point
it,
guard. Markel
or
Fultz at
Dennis
point
Smith
guard, maybe.
Jr. I mean, Lonnie Walker is just a competent basketball player. He's a guy who you can put out there with Bogey and either Hunter or Reza Shea, and you can just kind of have it. Oh, that's a fumble. Ooh, Boise, y'all finna get cooked like potatoes. So yeah, there are guys out there. I like Markel Fultz or Dennis Smith Jr. just because they can come in and get their own buckets. And we got to have a backup point guard because if Trae goes down, we're really, I mean, we're going to V.
Who he's a good
He's a
player.
connector.
He's a
He's a
good
connector.
team player. He's a good team player. He doesn't do a lot of things bad, and he doesn't do a lot of things great. He does a lot of stuff satisfactory, and that's
If if
he
you
can hold
have a
it in the road.
guard that can pass the ball to Veet, Veet is going to make the next pass to somebody who's open. He does that elite, but he can't initiate the offense. That's not really his bag. But when you start moving the ball and somebody's got to make a quick decision, oh, he got that.
Yep, yep, yep. And we do need to back up point guard because we're pretty much, if we can get healthy, we're solidified at almost every other position except for center and point guard. But the defensive backcourt of Dyson Daniel playing the 1, 2, and 3 has rubbed off on everybody else. Even when he's not playing, our defense is still pretty good. As you always said, the Great Barrier Reef or Thief. We noticed it probably at the beginning of the season, about last month, really, probably October, November, that we saw Trae hustling. We saw Bogey hustling, getting blocks, blocking shots. And everybody else seems to be playing really well. And shout out again, Big Z. Your shot is you're still searching for it and everything, but you have definitely acclimated as a good playboy, as it has acclimated on the defensive end, being 6'10" and
Yeah,
just learning how to be tall.
yeah. He's as much as we thought his offense is probably going to be better. His offense is actually worse, but his defense is better, and I think that that's benefiting us right now. eventually that shot I think is going to come around because he's not scared of the shot. It's just
And
not
it don't look
going in
ugly.
yet.
It looks smooth.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when two go in, he's a guy he needs to hit
Oh,
two.
yeah,
But once he hit
yeah.
two, he gonna hit 8.
And he also has. He's more athletic than you think, but he also has the non-athletic moves that you look for. The up and
Mm-hmm.
under, the pump fake. He's patient. He's super patient. He's in no rush to get anywhere, and I love that. Dyson has raised the floor of this defense, whether he's on the floor or off the floor. It's just we play with a different intensity. Also, shout out to Garrison. Garrison out there taking charges. He's doing his damnedest to take charges.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the little things. If Garrison's just not a good defender, he's just not. But if you're not a good defender, and I give Trae this too, yeah. If the poorest, Dollar General, whatever's worse than Dollar General, Timu Corver. But him and Trae, I will say, they get out there and try to take charges. They try to play in passing lanes. And when the break is going, they move it. And I will tell you, I call him Gary Bird. That's his name. If y'all leave him open, he gonna hit it now. He is Timu Corver, Timu Bogey. And I always told you, you should just get him and Bogey together. When Bogey can't play, Garrison won't do enough. Them two together is one good basketball player.
Yep.
In two people.
Yep. So I'm looking forward to it, man. But we said this, or at least I know I remember I pointed it out. I'm sure you did too, that the Hawks have the ability or have the possibility of having 2 All-Stars in Trae and Jalen Johnson, possibly 3 with DeAndre Hunter, the most improved player with Jalen Johnson.
An all-star because he doesn't start enough games. They're not gonna give an all-star to a guy on the bench, which is fine.
6th man of the year, DeAndre Hunter.
Checkbox. He's the number one. I don't now that part I ain't going back and forth with nobody about. He averaged like 20 points off the bench. Nobody else in the NBA doing that. He's the number one 6th man. Until proven otherwise.
I think number 3 is Bogey. So first team all rookie selection, first team all defensive selection with Big Z at first team all rookie, Dyson Daniels at first team all defense. I think Jalen could probably end up being second or third team. An all NBA selection in Trae because he's leading the league in assists. He's leading the league. Dyson is leading the league in steals. That's a hell of a roster. And you can start to see why the Hawks are being viewed as like a team like, hey, man, you kind of need to keep your eye on them, especially at the trade deadline.
Yeah. I mean, Dyson, for all intents and purposes, looks like the defensive player of the year until proven otherwise. Now, him and Wemby, you're going to fight it out.
Wemby getting triple-doubles with blocks.
Yeah, but Dyson also – but Dyson, yes. Dyson has made a bad defensive team a good defensive team, number one. Number two, his steals, he like 40 steals more than the next person. Ricochet, he's not the all-star that people want to give you a bunch of points, but in literally every category, blocks, steals, points, he's top 5 for that class in everything. He's just a really well-rounded basketball. DeAndre Hunter, 6th man of the year, and Trae, he's going to lead the NBA in assists, and I don't think it's going to be even close because I don't think anybody else is even in double digits right now. And Ricochet, the offense is going to get better. This offense is not like we're a defensive team at this moment. Once Ricochet's shot starts going in, that spacing is going to break.
And then there's nothing you can do. Then you probably end up keeping Clint at that point because there's you can't stop the pick and roll with Trae. That guy Capella, his contracts, hitting the rebounding, and being able to finish dunks, and really Okongwu. If you can do that, and now you can run pick and roll with Trae, you can run pick and roll with Ricochet, you can run pick and roll with Jalen, you can run pick and roll with Dyson. You can run pick and roll with anybody on the bench. So if you can do that now, you become a frustrating team. And I think the Hawks, I do think we're one piece away. I think Onyeka Okongwu, I've come around to that being the odd man out. I would love to see John Collins, but I would love to see any type of center that can hit a jump shot. and block and just be a rim runner. Because
see what
Clint off the
like-
bench is crazy. Clint off the bench, every time I say we should trade Clint, he get 18 rebounds.
Untradeable. And I gave up. And that's how I started talking to these people who run these podcasts. I'm like, yo, we're not trading Clint. There's no way to upgrade from Clint Capella. I'm sorry. We've looked and looked and looked high and looked low, looked left, looked right, looked south, north, east, and west. There is no available upgrade. It hasn't been. I don't think that he gets enough credit for how good he really is. To make yourself basically untradeable?
It's because his offense is, his defensive rebounding is 110 and his offense is 0. Like, it's not 0. It's 33. It's a 33. But he can't.
No,
he tries.
He like a 65. He ain't passing the class, but boy, I mean, he's trying. You just need. I mean, you're not gonna pass the class even if you got a tutor. We just gonna try to get you close enough. Because he's still gonna get you like 10, 12 points. But his ability to rebound, organize the defense, and rim protect, specifically at that cost. That's always the issue is the next person up.
Be like $30 million more. He'd be like, damn, dog. Miles Turner, you on 50? Like, can we give you 35?
Bro,
like,
I'm gonna tell y'all, me and Reggie have looked through the entire NBA umpteen million times, just not available.
There's nobody available.
The only way that you get a guy better is somebody has to be pissed off and request out. And bigs don't do a ton of that. This is a guards game. You don't have a bunch of bigs like, oh, I got to go somewhere else.
There's nobody. Miles Turner wants $50 million. Miles Turner is the answer. I've racked. I won't stay here long because we got to talk about Trae. I've racked my brain about this. Miles Turner is the answer for what we want. He shoots and he blocks shots. But also, wow, Penn State just bigger than these dudes. Oh my Lord.
Left him in a line of chalk, Lord. 44 hit him and said, hey, stay right there. Don't you move. He got put on the ground like Tyler Hero.
He did. But Miles Turner is the answer, but Miles Turner wants too much money. Yeah. And you can't trade for him because you don't know. You have to trade and you have to sign and trade. Like, you have to basically say, okay, here's $130 million over 3 years. 135 is $45 million.
Well, yeah, I mean, the only other plausible answer puts us in the tax. And he's just a locker room cancer.
Oh, DeAndre Ayton?
Yeah. If he could play like I have him play on the video game,
him and Capella would be just absolutely phenomenal.
No. You get rid of Capella then.
Why? You make Capella off the bench.
Oh, I mean, but yeah, you would need to give up $13 million more to match the salaries. Because Clint is at $22 million. He's at $34 million. So you would need another $12 million, and the Hawks don't have a $12 million player to give you.
Not to give you.
Nope. Now, not for a guy who's not rock solid as. And I mean, really, right now, if you look at the production, it's about the same. Ayton just presents us with a game that looks more like what we would look for, but that's the reason you don't make that decision. Because at the end of the day, Ayton not gonna get you the results that you need. Yep.
Trae Young ties Russell Westbrook for 4th most games in NBA history with 30 points, 10 assists. He's going to shatter that probably within the next game or two because everybody's hurt and he has the ability to do it. And this is the first year I do think Trae is undervalued by the entire league. I think before people just didn't like him and they were always because they didn't like the way he played. And they felt like he was a foul baiter, and that's how he got all his stats. He was a stat patter. But now that you kind of built the team around him, and everybody does, and they're just in the same position that he is, and he feels he's matured. So he lets Jalen Johnson
That's it.
dribble, but
That's really it. He's mature. He's mature.
he has taken his game to
And I
another
want y'all to
level.
hear that from me. Trae has matured. He is a different basketball player. He shoots a lot less Trae Young shots. He is way more active on defense. And he defers now. You'll see sometimes where he'll come down and they'll inbound the ball and he'll give it to Jalen. And he'll go down there, go down, come back up on that screen, shoot the three. That's all we've ever asked of him is just you have to sometimes give up some of the control because now you can't do what you used to do before where you just double him. All they would do is they blitz him and then he just do this. You do that now, he's going to pass to Jalen. Jalen going to pass it to somebody else. We're going to have an easy basket. And everybody else can shoot or Clint's going to be standing right there under the basket.
Going back and looking at a few games, especially when we're fully healthy, I think the biggest difference in Trae Young's game is that he is learning to what Michael Jordan called picking your moments, picking your spot in every quarter. Michael Jordan was like, it's easy to average 30 points a game. I get 8 points this quarter. I get 5 points this quarter. I get 10 points that quarter. I get 10 points in the fourth or 7 points in the fourth. I'm at 32 points a game or however many points a game that is. And I think he's doing the same thing. He's getting everybody else involved, and especially if he's not shooting well. Before, if he was shooting well, he would shoot himself out the slump or shoot himself deeper into the slump. Now, he's getting everybody else involved. You'll see Trae 5 of 17 for 12 points, but then he'll have 23 assists. You'd be like, oh, well, okay, right. Well, you feel instead of doing that, and now Jalen Johnson, and you see everybody else 15, 14, 13, 15, 20, 25. You'll see 7 players with double figures, and you'll see, or 8, and it'll be Trae with 20-something assists. Like, his game and the mental aspect of it, he's definitely understanding Quinn Snyder's vision and system, and this is what Quinn and all of them wanted to run. This what is it, D'Antoni, fast break offense, Steve Nash type thing, and we are running that to a perfection right now.
And that was always our answer was, bro, we don't need, and I think I said it a bunch of times, we don't need 30 points from you. You just don't need it. On the nights that we do, it feels good to know you got a guy who can go, hey, y'all need 30 tonight? I got it. But if you could get us, and I said it, 20 and 13, 20 and 15 a night, we're in cruise control. Because he's the best facilitator at the NBA. It has been for a few years. As long as he shoots like this, and eventually, and like right now, his shot's not even falling. When that shot starts falling for him and Rizashea, y'all gonna think we cheat. Especially the way that these teams kind of fall. That's the reason before this, I was talking to Reggie about the Bucks. I hate to say it, the Bucks one injury, one player away from good night, Irene.
They're a three-person team with Middleton being hurt. I mean, I don't care.
Trae's don't care. Better than Dame.
Don't care.
Trae's playing better than Dame. I don't care what.
Trae's the best point guard in the league right now. I don't.
I can't put him above SGA and what he's doing.
SGA. I'm sorry, SGA. Yeah, SGA. The thing is, I don't really consider SGA a point guard though, and I know he is, and that's why I forget about it. But like SGA is more of a combo guard, and he's
and Luka. You got, I mean,
only reason I said Trae could ahead of Luka right now is because Luka's hurt, so he's gonna miss a month, and they were already neck and neck when they were there, and now Trae, who's averaging more rebounds, which is surprising. He's definitely top 3. I mean, I don't know if you put anybody past Luka and SGA. I
don't think that Ja has been healthy enough. So far.
I don't think Ja's better than Trae right now. Ja's not better than Trae.
I mean, Tyrese Maxey.
I don't think Tyrese Maxey's better than Trae. I think Tyrese Maxey is really good. I don't think Tyrese Maxey is a better point guard than Trae. I think Tyrese Maxey is good because Philadelphia fans and our friends that are Philadelphia fans
Hey,
love to
Max,
come here and say if I
they
say
made me a
Tyrese
Maxi
Maxey,
believer.
if I don't think Tyrese Maxey or anybody from Philly is the greatest thing on earth, they come and say that you're a hater, and I don't
That's
understand
a
that.
shot at Kev.
It is. It
Uh,
is. Kevin. It is a shot at you. Bro, Tyrese Maxey cannot be better than Trae and can still be good. I don't understand why it has to be either or. But Trae right now, the way that he's playing, leading the leading in assists, top 5 in scoring, I believe.
I will say,
He's got to be
Cade
3.
got to be in the Cade got to be in the conversation too, man. Cade is at 24, 7 rebounds, 10 assists. Shh. Team success
Damn,
ain't there,
Cade.
but
He just Cade
Cade
always been good
quietly.
though. He always been good though. And he's 6'9", ain't he?
That's the thing. Like, bruh, we got to find a way to get him 24, 7, and 10
You could put him at the 2. At the 3.
for what? He's getting 10 assists. Y'all
Well, you
need
said
to
we
figure
gotta
out
find a reason to get him. I'm like, who, the Hawks?
Oh, no. What I'm saying is they got to find a way to make him good in Detroit, or he's not gonna do the Kevin Garnett.
He already
Who else hung
re-signed him.
out? Oh, yeah, but let this go for another year or two. He can force out, and people will move heaven and earth for a guy that tall who can do what he does and still that young. He's 23 years old. 24, 7, and 10. Oh, I got one more year of this, and I'm a demand a trade. I am 6'6", 220 pounds. I demand a trade. The world moves, and I mean
I
it.
agree. I still don't think that he's better than Trae. Touchdown, Boise State. I still don't think that he's better than Trae right now. I mean, he's good. He's up. I mean, he's got to be 4. If I say Trae is 3, he got 24, 7, and 10. Has
All right.
got to be 4.
Well, yeah, and he's just 6'6". That's the one place where he just got Trae is just bigger.
Yep.
Yeah,
And then of course
imagine if
Trae.
you put Cade instead of Trae and Dyson and Reese and Shea. Oh, we got the Monstars then.
Yep. But ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of episode 173 of the Splashcast. Especially our basketball segment. Nord, if we didn't miss anything, take us out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year's Eve from the Splashcast from Dive Team Media. Once again, me and Reggie, we really care about this. That's the reason on this beloved, I guess it's considered a holiday, this time to be around your family or to reflect or to do whatever you wanted to. We chose to do this. This is our passion. This is our love. And thank you guys for rocking with us. Thank you guys for, what is this, our second full year of potting? Thank you guys for being along for the ride. We got, things in store in 2025, and we got plenty of college football and pro football left. With that being said, you got anything to say before we close out here? I always start talking. I want to know what
No,
what you want to tell people.
my baby's screaming downstairs. So I'm
Oh.
that's how I'm bringing in my new year. So,
Hey, shout out to Big Reese. Shout out to Big Reese. She holding it down. She say, "Pops, we're gonna bring this thing in the right way. I'm enjoying myself. And if y'all got a problem with it, you got a problem with it." With that being said, numero uno, number one, more black baseball. More black baseball. I did hear the Braves are interested in trying to make a move the next few days. So we sit by and watch and listen and wait. Number two,
you got the
more
Juju
black
costume on.
cowboys
You see
and
it?
cowgirls. You see it. We need it prayerfully. More black cowboys and cowgirls. Shout out to Beyonce holding us down. Number three, by far the most important, the historically black college and university your cousin went to, your auntie went to, the person used to sit in the back of church and laugh, Kiki went to, you went to. Send some money over there. Invest in HBCUs, support black colleges, and they got Battle of the Bands coming up in Atlanta. Honda, go hang out. Number two, the historically black college university in your neighborhood, the one you go to for homecoming, cookouts, step shows, homecoming, or just to be around your people. Sometimes we just need the vibe. We need the love. In that case, send some money to that university. They would appreciate it. And you probably own them anyway. You know, went over there and sucked up the set out, ate up all their food, drank up all their liquor. Least you could do is send them a couple dollars. And then finally, the greatest learning institution in all the world, one of the best HBCU college football teams in the world, the Hampton University. We asking for $18.68 on behalf of the year that the university was founded. Without you, none of this would be possible. Thank you for rocking with me and Reg. Adios, mi amigos. God is love. And that's it. We out of here. And next time I see you, it will be next year.
Peace. Love y'all. We out of here.
Out of here.
Until next time. Like, follow, subscribe. Thank you, my friend. We in for it.